Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we got this super cool little 44-inch 389 we're working on, and well, you can see behind me, we've got a lot done, but in this video, we're doing all the things you see behind me. So this truck's pretty neat, gonna have a cool kind of old school look to it, and you know, super sharp truck. We're building this one for Hellenbrand Farms. They're out of Wisconsin, and this thing's gonna be, well, it's gonna be going to Wisconsin pretty soon and working some fields, and probably go to a couple truck shows as well. So follow along, guys. This video is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so here is the truck. We've already started working on it. Kind of just go over some of the features here. When we get the whole truck done, me and Tommy will bring it outside and like go through the whole thing. But we're basically getting everything together to take it to the paint shop. The truck came with no bumper, so we put a takeoff 18-inch factory bumper on there. But so far, what we've got done is we went ahead and put the 12 gauge 3 watermelon lights in the front, and then I ordered it with a blank panel, and then we put the single watermelon light in the back. We've got the 12 gauge cabin sleeper panels on it. This is a 44-inch sleeper. It's a 605 2050 Cummins. It's a 18-speed transmission. The visor for this thing is already in the back of the bunk here, because we're gonna paint the inside of the visor to match the cabin sleeper color. Truck's got full lockers, low back seats, super nice truck. 5.5-inch drop axle on it. You know, most of the time you see the trucks we do are always round holes. Kind of was trying to do a little more old school look with this. So we've got oval holes on this one, and then we still got to put the spot mirrors on it, but it's got the old school mirrors on it. Pretty neat truck. We're gonna be painting the tanks on this, painting the cabin sleeper panels to match. Deck plate back here is a Merit. We already got it fitted in here. I'm just gonna paint the rails, and then we're gonna leave this alone, because they are gonna be getting up and down on this deck plate working it. So we're gonna kind of try to make this thing as user friendly as we can. The back here, we put a 12 gauge straight bar with the mud flaps on it. And we've got the mini watermelon lights in the center. Also, because you need reverse lights, our hidden reverse light bracket works on this bar as well, which is pretty awesome, because you can't really see it unless you're like standing way far back on the truck. You can't even tell it's there. We already put train horns on it. They're mounted over here on the driver's side battery box. Let's see if I can kind of get the camera down in there to see it. There you go. So those are on. And yeah, we got our roof lights. The truck had no roof lights, so we did the 3 tight in the center. Let's zoom in a little bit. There you go. And 2 further out. So that'll be a good look for it. We'll also be switching the headlights over and using the Firewire LED light bulbs in the factory housing. And then we got our exhaust, our stacks from Dynaflex right here. We're doing 7-inch stacks on it, and minimizer fenders. So we've never actually put a set of these on before, ever. At least not on our end of things. And what we ordered is a set of, they look like they're chrome, and they're individual half-round fenders that go on each axle. And these guys, for what they're doing, with like, they're going in and out of fields. It's obviously being worked on, this truck's being worked on a farm, and all their other trucks run minimizers. So kind of looking over things, and we're like, well, we'll just go and put on something they're used to. And if they ever have to mess with it, they'll be familiar with it. So we went back and put minimizers on it, and they're gonna be, they should look pretty cool, because they're a chrome finish, so it'll look nice on the whole truck. But more or less, we're gonna be putting the stacks on this thing, the fenders on this dude, and then I'm gonna drive it down to the paint shop. They'll paint the tanks, paint the cabin sleeper panels, the visor, and this thing will be ready to rock and roll. But I don't know, I'll stop rambling about it, and we'll start unboxing some stuff. We got all kinds of cool things to do today. Is this enough tools, Shock?
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
You know what you do with this? You know what this is for? make sure you got a level head. Cheesy joke for the day is now over. All right, we're gonna start unboxing these this Dynaflex stacks, and then I can't do this. Hold the camera and bin boxes at the same time. It doesn't work good. I asked Shock what he wanted to do first. Do you want to do stacks or do we want to do fenders first? And he said, I want to do the stacks first. Yes. Because we've never done these fenders and we're going to save the best for last.
Mm-hmm. I might call out sick.
Oh gosh. You're going to be sick tomorrow and it's going to be my problem?
Yep.
Perfect. Go. Strong like bull. All right, so we're putting the exhaust on and we're sitting there and like these light bulbs went off and me and Shock both had this really great idea, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, this is the bee's knees. If bees had knees.
Yeah.
Do bees have knees?
I don't know.
I've never looked at a bee that close.
Let's go catch one.
You can do that, I don't wanna get stung. Anyway, we started putting the exhaust on there, we're like, took the exhaust off because we had this idea. We're always using the floor jack to hold this elbow up. And then you kind of fight. The floor jack wants to slide left and right and not stay in the elbow. And it basically is just to hold this elbow and everything in place, and you can put your center spool in and then you put your top stack on and you get it where you want to, and then you can tighten all your clamps down so it's nice and straight. But you're always fighting the freaking jack to stay under the floor jack so it stays where it goes. So we took everything off because we had this great idea of what if the floor jack had something like this in it. Now the elbow will sit right here and it won't fall out either way, and then this thing will spin. So literally the only thing we use this little jack for is when we're doing the exhaust anyway. So I'm gonna take the old welder there. I'm gonna weld that dude right on there, and then we're gonna put a rag around this thing so it doesn't scratch anything, and voila, we just made the super improvement on our exhaust jack 5.0. Hey, are you excited? Are you excited?
I'm really excited.
I'm excited too.
It's nice to have good tools around the shop.
Especially if they're homemade. Another thing too, they call this thing the Big Red, but it's blue. I'm just saying it's blue. Why did you call it the Big Red? This is one of them Amazon specials, but works good for exhaust. Anyway, I'm gonna weld this thing up and then we're gonna do our stuff again.
I think it looks great. Do you, is there a name for this contraption, or are we just,
It's the Master Jacker 5000.
the Master Jacker 5000?
Yep.
I love it.
Yep, that's what we come up with it. So
yes, explain this to me. I'd like to know what it does.
this thing right here spins 360 degrees. It's got a plush matting in here so it doesn't scratch the chrome, right? It's got two angles. And so now, completely adjustable. You slide this dude. I mean, we made this in 5 minutes. It's the best idea ever. I mean, we put on how many exhaust kit shops?
Quite a few.
I mean, would you say at least 100?
Oh yeah, maybe 1,000.
Why haven't we done this yet? Look at that.
You
It's
know,
not going anywhere.
the question on the website is going to be, or the question we're going to get in the YouTube comments here is, will you sell this on the website?
Listen, if you have a welder 5 minutes and a beer, you can make this yourself. There's no rocket science behind what we just did, but it works awesome. It's way better than the other setup.
I mean, it's doing great.
And also there's a patent pending.
Patent pending. Oh, okay.
I put that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you did that on the computer while I was welding it up?
You know, the cool thing about it is like it's you know it's almost like the old-fashioned way of patenting something is like, you know, you FedEx it to yourself and date it, but like now it's in a YouTube video and it's dated. So if somebody tries to come like you know, build something like this and trademark it or patent it,
first.
We're gonna be like, hey, whoa, our YouTube video published on this date. So
we did it. Don't be stealing our Master Jacket 5000 idea. But yeah, so you can, you can hold this thing and then turn it and you can move the jack out of your way.
It pivots too?
It's like... Oh man, this is what happens when you stay here late. It just starts getting goofy around here.
So who authorized all this overtime? I'm curious about that.
We're getting overtime?
Nope.
I'm not even clocked in.
I didn't say overtime. Did you say overtime?
I didn't say overtime. This is just for fun. Like, we're just doing this because we love it.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love working on trucks at like, you know, 8 p.m., 3 hours after we closed?
Yeah. You know, we got pizza though.
What?
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Where is this?
Well, we got to order it.
Oh. So you're saying there will be pizza?
There will be pizza. There'll be pizza. Or is that, or I'm going to have to go home and eat leftovers. I like it. I like it. This is I can't believe we didn't do this like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah, would have saved a lot of aggravation.
It really would have.
We literally, Tommy, we were sitting here putting this on there, and the jack kept moving around, getting all aggravated. We're looking at it, so we were like, we stopped, we took it apart, and I'm like, we have an idea, and we had some scrap metal and made that thing. So
Shockley, you've been doing this for about 5 years longer than us. Why didn't you think of that already?
Just needed a brilliant mind.
Just needed all that innovation.
He's so full of it. All right, so update here. Last night, me and Shock worked on the truck for a little while. We got done with the one side. We're doing the other side now on the stacks. But we were unboxing these minimizer fenders. We took them out last night and set them up on the tires. They look pretty sharp. They're pretty cool. We got all the mounting brackets over here, and it'll be interesting to see how these turn out. I mean, they're pretty cool. I got nothing bad to say about them right now. You know, they're super light. They don't weigh anything. And, you know, from what I'm told, these things are pretty durable. So got a nice little chrome finish. It'll kind of keep a little bit of an old school look to it with the shiny fenders. And when we set them up there, they look pretty good, you know, matched up with everything else. So we're gonna get those installed today. We're gonna finish the exhaust on this thing. And I don't know. We're sitting here trying to decide. Originally, we were gonna paint the tanks on this truck, but the more I look at the truck, I'm thinking we probably ought to leave them. Polished. I think it'll look better overall. But we'll get the fenders on it and everything, kind of pull it outside, look at it, make a decision from there. And yeah, kind of get this thing rolling. This thing's almost finished. It's pretty cool. So that's what we're doing. We get these fenders on here and figure out the next piece. So here we are. This is as far as we got with this video. Truck's not completely done. We still got more to do to it, but you can see we're plugging right along here. Truck's looking awesome, and some things we still got left to do today and tomorrow before we take it to the paint shop. We got to add another 7-way plug back here, And then a huge pet peeve we're gonna fix is I do not like where these tanks are. So we're gonna actually move the tanks forward and get them sucked up right by the stacks and kind of clean this up. It'll also make the truck have a little bit of a longer look to it. And then we'll go down to the paint shop and we're gonna be painting the cab sleeper panels, and we're gonna be putting some paint on the frame. We're gonna paint these rails right here to kind of match, painting the inside of the visor when we put the visor back on. And we got our fenders finished here, T-bar, all this stuff's looking really nice. I really think when this truck's done, it's just gonna be really cool look to it for sure. Again, moving these tanks is gonna be a tremendous help. That just, I don't know, I don't like how far back they are, and we've got about almost 10 inches that I can move them forward. So we'll end up moving this def tank and the fuel tanks forward on this side too. Really make it look a lot more proportionate. Right now, they just, I don't know, they just stick out too far. I don't love it. So that's what we're doing. And other than that, we get those couple pieces done, and we're gonna take this thing down to the paint shop. And next video you see, this thing will be completed, ready to go to work. And I don't know, it's gonna be awesome. This is a cool truck. It's like, it's got a really good look to it. I'm kind of digging it. All right, that's it for the video. Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all those things. Follow us on Instagram at Semi-Casual Show. Go to our website, semicasualshow.com. But this truck is coming along, and next stop in a couple of days is gonna go to the paint shop. We're gonna paint the frame on this thing. And the cab and sleeper panels, it's gonna look freaking awesome. I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? You like this truck? You don't like the truck? You like the colors? What do you think about the fenders? We've never actually done a set of fenders like that before. And you know, for what they're doing, being a farm truck, I think they're a really good fit for what we're doing here. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Later.